Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerd here once again, and in today's video I am going to be talking about my concerns for Halo Infinite, because I am a huge Halo fan, and I've recently found myself playing the Master Chief Collection on PC, because 343 Industries have slowly been releasing each Halo game as a part of that collection onto Steam. That's been really fantastic, and I've loved replaying the campaigns and engaging in the various multiplayer experiences that those games have to offer. And it's made me think about the future of Halo, and just under a week ago we had the reveal for Halo Infinite that was very diverse with the gaming community. A lot of Halo fans loved it, some other people didn't like it, and I'm kind of sitting in the middle. Like, I really enjoyed that Halo is going back to its classical gameplay, and that's something I really loved, especially after Halo 4 and 5. I am excited to see Halo return to its roots. But there are a few things I'm concerned about, and that is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. So let's get into that straight away. So the first thing I am concerned about is the story, because Halo 5's story kind of left me in a little bit of a shit. Honestly, I really didn't enjoy Halo 5's story. Like, the marketing made it seem like it was going to be something huge and that it was going to be something awesome, especially with Agent Locke hunting the Master Chief. But that was only a very small portion of the final game story. And Halo 5's actual story was the fact that Cortana was evil. And even then, that was a whole sloppy mess that was all over the place. And you didn't even play as the Master Chief for most of Halo 5's story, that I found really disappointing. But for Halo Infinite, I want the game to have a really good story. I want the story to be focused on Master Chief. I don't really want any other playable characters, in my opinion. After the way Halo 5 was with Fireteam Osiris and Blue Team and the constant switching, I would like to see Master Chief just solely going out onto this Halo ring and getting some character development there. And whilst I'm on the topic of story, whilst I didn't enjoy the events that Halo 5 set up, I would rather 343 try and fix that story and conclude it, rather than ignore it or retcon it. It just makes more sense in my eyes that 343 Industries should try and acknowledge their past game and just try not retcon it. As that is one of my other concerns that I just want to touch upon, is that obviously this is going to be a spiritual reboot, and that's what the company are branding it as. And I just hope that they don't ignore the fact that Halo 5 happened. Whilst I didn't enjoy the story for that game at all, it would just make more sense in terms of the Halo timeline that they finish the story in the game and then move on. There you go. Now, the next concern I have for Halo Infinite is its multiplayer, because Halo 5's multiplayer was good, but it was more focused towards esports and competitive gaming, and with that there was a big focus on the arena style gameplay that, for me, I enjoyed it, but I also love Halo's traditional multiplayer where you get vehicles and you just cause mayhem with other players. That's what I enjoy, and you're just getting a Banshee or a Hornet or a Falcon or anything like that, and you can just have fun in a huge sandbox, and that's what I enjoyed about Halo, some multiplayer. But with Halo 5, our vehicles were largely absent in a lot of the game modes. That kind of sucked, and there was a big focus on esports that I can see is important, because esports has grown a lot from various competitive games in recent years, and I fully understand why it's important to have that in the game. But 343 needs to kind of remember that Halo is built on those vehicle moments, and I think that would be cool to have that maybe represented in esports a lot more instead of the traditional arena combat. But I guess we will have to find out what 343 have up their sleeves whenever they officially reveal the multiplayer mode for Halo Infinite. And just to round off this video, I want to talk about the graphics that have been memed a lot. And yeah, the graphics for me, I don't actually mind them, because Halo Infinite, it's the first open world Halo that, again, is an achievement in itself. And yeah, okay, it's not going to be the most breathtaking game ever, but at the end of the day, for me, graphics aren't a barrier for me being immersed into a game. It's the story. And again, that is one of my concerns. I just want the story to be good. And yeah, that would be awesome. But I would like to say that the art style is getting close to classical Halo, but it's starting to look a little bit Destiny-like. And I have seen a few comparisons about this. And I'm kind of on the fence, because whilst at the same time I'm really, really digging the classical approach to this Halo game, at the same time the colour palette they use for the villains and stuff, and the constant pop-ins, it's just kind of, it does kind of worry me. And I guess I could also mention the open world as well. It seems very Destiny structured. And with Destiny, you could do the missions in any order, and it kind of affected the campaign a little, or the story that you were trying to experience. And for me personally, I feel like that's kind of breaking the immersion of the game. So hopefully, with the open world and the fact you can tackle missions in any order, it doesn't break the main story, and that there are certain missions that are locked in place, so you have to experience them in order. But I hope that's the case, but I guess we'll find out in the future if that is going to happen or not. But yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, leave a like, rating, and subscribe, and I'll see you all on my next video. Goodbye for now.